No, we do it at them.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay.
No, stop that.
Support Charlie's ASMR dream.
I want...
Spaghetti puppy.
What's up, you guys? I want to talk about Conor McGregor, and I wanted to do this now, before his fight, so that you guys know I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. Resist Milkshake IPA from the Brewing Project. And I want to tell you guys, it's like a tangerine milkshake IPA, which means it was brewed with milk sugar. And it's honestly, Jess, how good is the milkshake IPA?
So good.
It's really good. Like, delightfully good. So I want to make very clear that I am separating Conor McGregor the fighter from Conor McGregor the Dude. Because I think Conor McGregor the Dude, I think that people have every reason to think he's a dirtbag or hate him or whatever. But that shouldn't take away from the fact that Conor the Fighter is one of the best fighters that has ever been in the UFC. And that's legitimate. And this is one thing I really hate about MMA fans, is they can't separate the fact that you don't like the person, so you think they're a crappy fighter. I saw it, like, personally with not just myself, but, like, Ronda on a magnified level. Like, you can hate him outside the ring, and, like, he punched an old man, fine. But that has nothing to do with the fact that, like, first of all, he's never fought a chump. Ever. Everyone he's fought is legitimately the top of their game at the time. And even when he beat Dustin Poirier, he was one of the best. And I think Dustin Poirier now is even better, and I still think Conor wins this weekend. To deny the fact that, like, he's outstruck some of the best strikers. And yes, he's lost some fights, but he lost when he was up 2 weight classes against a volume fighter when he wasn't prepared to output that same volume. When he came back and did output that, Nate Diaz, he won. And even in his loss to Khabib, who is arguably the best fighter that's ever been in the UFC, he has probably defensively wrestled him the times that he did in that fight better than anyone that Khabib has ever fought. Until it was not enough. But you can't argue that even in Conor's losses, he has outshone the others that have lost to those fighters. There's a few things that Conor's unmatched at. In ring, he is unmatched at speed, timing, and footwork. Okay, I was talking about this with Jessman. His speed, he is so fast. When you watch when he hits the kill switch, the first one that comes to mind is when he fought Eddie Alvarez. When he cracked him and he knew, he makes Eddie miss once and hits him pop, pop, pop. Before you even realize he threw a combo, Eddie was dropped. It's crazy, his speed. But one thing that one of my teachers, Ajahn Chai, always said is, speed is nothing if you don't have timing. And Conor has great timing. And he has great distance, and he uses his footwork well, and he just has a really good fight IQ. He obviously prefers the outside striking game, but he's good on the inside. His defensive wrestling is good. And he knows how to survive on the ground long enough to where, man, you have to take him down repeatedly. He showed that in his fight with Chad Mendes. And sure, you can argue Mendes took it on short notice and didn't have the gas tank, but the point I'm making is that he survived long enough getting taken down by Chad until Chad just couldn't take him down anymore. He didn't have the gas tank, and there's reasons why and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about his fight IQ for his skill set works to make him one of the best in the world. On top of that, outside of the ring, and I talked about this in my other video, to be a pro, the difference between pro and amateur is how much money you draw, how much money you make. So the fact that Conor gets on the mic and says the things he does, you can't deny that there's so many quotes from Conor McGregor. That wouldn't be if he was horrible on the mic. So the fact that he can sell a fight, and then here's what I actually really appreciate. When Conor loses, he's never made an excuse. He has always owned it. He's faced it up. He's actually said in interviews, like, I can't make any excuses. It's a bitter pill to swallow. It sucks. And then even in his wins, he talks so much crap about the guys before to sell you on the fact that you want to watch this fight. And then you buy it because you hate him so much. But then after the fight, you can see in some interviews, he doesn't even like watching his wins back. Because he doesn't like thinking about reveling over and over in the other person's loss. And so, Conor the guy is different than Conor the fighter. And I only know about fighting. I don't know Conor personally. I know that Conor the fighter is one of the best to have ever been in this game. And he changed the game for a lot of guys. He beat the UFC system, right? So a lot of people will argue UFC fighters don't get paid. They get paid pennies compared to what other professional athletes get paid. And Conor knew that. And he knew he had to branch out. So he pushed this fight with Mayweather. And he beat it. He beat the UFC not paying him. He made himself worth millions. And now he can fight when he chooses for how much he wants. And that's what he does. And the thing about the UFC is they will use and abuse, no matter how good and valuable you are to them, they'll use and abuse you until they kick you to the curb. And that he knew that going in, and he figured out a way to beat the game, to win the game, the entire game. So, put aside your personal opinions, enjoy what's going to be an awesome fight this week between two of the best, and let's learn to separate it.
Hello.
What are you doing?
So, I want to do a live ASMR video.
Oh, no,
with
no.
Shayna. So if you think that's a good idea, please
that's not a
spam
thing.
her.
You can't just...
I want to try it. I really like watching it, and I want to try my hand at it, so...
Get out of here.
Get
out of here. Enjoy the fight this weekend, you guys.
Thumbs up if this gets 50,000 likes.
Oh. No, we do it at them.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay.
No, stop that.
Support Charlie's ASMR dream.